Hey guys, Simon Trezellian here, the voice of reason. I've been a little bit quiet over the last few days after the Charlie Kirk assassination. A lot of things are swamping at the moment. Just didn't want to get caught up with all the noise. You've heard some of my comments, and it actually got me shadow banned by TikTok because I was in support of Charlie, and for some reason they didn't really like that. Gave me a community warning. But one thing I did want to say that no one is actually addressing, so this is going to be new for everybody, is people don't seem to realize that Kirk, the name Kirk, literally means church, right? Kirk is what the Anglo-Saxons used to call churches, and still to this day in northern Scotland, the church is called the Kirche, and in Germany, church is Kirche, Kirche. So it's interesting that an attack on Charlie Kirk is actually an attack on the church, and that's exactly what has been happening. He was taken out not necessarily because he was a conservative, but because he was a Christian, because he was actually, being a pastor to young people, and that just takes out what the universities have been doing, because they've been using their propaganda for the left wing. The universities have been a left-wing bastion for years, and all of a sudden we started to see a change where critical thinking, which used to be what universities were all about, was the norm. Now it's not. And Charlie Kirk had a big way with youngsters. He was a young, energetic, very articulate, very bright person, and obviously the opposition didn't like that. So an attack on Charlie Kirk is an attack on the church, and I think everyone's feeling that. And I perceive and I feel that there will be a resurgence in faith, not just in Christianity, but in faith overall. And one thing that I really wanted to highlight that I heard Charlie say was that would the world be a better or a worse place if everyone just adopted the 10 Commandments? And I think it's pretty obvious, right? So there is a lot to say for some of the biblical things. I'm not a big fan of all the stuff within the Bible, but I do believe that there is some real beautiful passages within there that if we did live our life according to that, life would be a better place. So this is Simon Trezellian, the voice of reason. Please like, share. Let's get this message out. I'll be doing much more in the next few days. Over to you. Bye-bye now.